My thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass YouTube broadcasting out of the land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C. This is Shot from the Point. My boy man today is none other than the ace trainer himself.
Oh, hell fucking yeah.
Ace trainer Liam. What perfect episode to bring in an Englishman that doesn't probably know. Well, I mean, you're saying you know some stuff about this, but
I know bits.
Yeah, about the culture of the flag and everything else.
America culture, yeah.
America. Fuck yeah. But I think I have a unique perspective on this because I'm a northerner. And
almost as clueless as me, right?
Yes, almost. But I can give you some insight. To be perfectly honest with you, in a lot of ways, this is a non-story. It just kind of blew up. I'm gonna get you through it the best I understand. It's a very confusing story. There's obviously some people lying out there. There's obviously people putting misinformation out there. But I think when I'm done with it, I'm going to show you that it's a non-story. It has nothing to do with race, the Confederate flag. It's probably, if I had to guess, it was an attempt at a weaponized video at the school. If I had to guess from my own experience with the way public schools do it, but that's what I think. Because how could they? Well, because I'm hearing.
Well, you think it was orchestrated by the school itself?
No, I think it was orchestrated by the mother to attack the school, which is probably a good way to do it. And it makes a lot of sense because, like, people saying they clickbaited and this from being a YouTuber, you have no idea what video is going to pop, right? Yeah, and I mean, you got to understand, like, YouTube happens at a lower level too. So if, they got 200-300 views on that thing and they showed the school, you're not doing something about my kids bullying, that could have an impact, much less 20 million.
Jesus Christ. It went fast. It snowballed so quickly.
So there is just no way that they have enough experience. I mean, me and you are so-called experts, right? And there's just no way that they had the knowledge to predict what this would snowball into. So I'm going to give it to you as best I understand it. But first, let's watch the video that started it all. This here's Keaton Jones, and no, we are not going to roast him. I know that's a bit of a change for me, but we
could, but we won't.
I have a no kids policy. I've been pretty good. Well, unless they call in or are little shitbags to me, then I'll take care of that, man.
Yeah, it's post Leafygate YouTube, basically.
Yes. Well, I hated when Leafy did that. I hated it. You know why? Because they're too easy targets, man.
Well, yeah, because they can't fight back.
Like, if I hear a prepubescent child call me, unless he's really nasty, which only happened once, I'm pretty going to lay back. But a lot of times I yell at people and they're like 15, 16. I'm not supposed to do that either. So whatever. So we're not going to raise the old Keaton here. We could, but it's just fucking shitty and, it's cheap and it's easy. So this is the video that snowballed. Here we go.
Just out of curiosity, why do they bully?
See, that question right there makes me think it's staged in the sense that kids don't really talk like that, just out of curiosity.
It doesn't feel as natural,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. By the way, if he was getting bullied and she wanted to fight back against the school and use social media, and because my experience is you go to these people and you say, hey, my kid's having a problem here, can you take care of it? Yeah, sure. And they don't. But you know
when I was a kid, if we were getting bullied at school, our parents would go to the other parent's house and be like, "This ain't fucking acceptable."
Is a world I want to live in.
Yeah, just be like, dude, your kid's fucking pushing my kid in the mud. You want to fucking try and push me?
Well, I
sort your fucking kid out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I had a small situation like that. It could have got that far, where something was going on. My daughter was a little younger, and I gave a German dude a look. And I was like, yeah. And then he just kind of flipped his head and then turned his head like he didn't see me. Because Germans like to do that. They like to ghost you, pretend you're not there. So I stood right in front of him and opened my eyes really large. And he told his kid to get in line because he didn't want me doing it. But you can't really do that shit like you used to be able to do.
No, because it's harassment now.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
though your
I'd be
kid's
perfectly
getting
honest
bullied,
with you. If
you're
you
getting bullied, your kid's getting bullied, and then you can't react to it to the parents because you're harassing the parents with that fucking.
I am.
Kid.
I'm not. It's not above me to say like if he encouraged it in any way. I can't kick your kid's ass, but I'll whip your ass in front of him, which would be 10 times worse. No one wants to see their father getting pounded right in front of them and having to be able to do nothing about it. But that's an extreme situation that I don't recommend. All right, that's an emotional reaction that you shouldn't do. So we ain't gonna roast his kid. So here he goes. Whatever.
What's the point of it? Why do you find joy in taking innocent people and finding a way to be mean to them? It's not okay.
What do they say to
It's not okay. It makes me nuts. It sounds like, and the mother's setting it up.
you?
They make fun of my.
They say to you.
What do they say to you?
They make fun of my nose. They call me ugly. They say I have no friends.
What'd they do to you at lunch?
Put milk on me and put ham down my clothes. Threw bread at me.
Is it just you?
Yep.
Or is it other kids too that feel that way?
Say it's other kids too.
How's that make you feel?
Yes, you see, she's just saying yes. She said, "Is it only you?" Yes. Is it other kids too? Yeah, it's other kids too. So it does feel like he's being led on a bit.
She's really pushing it.
Yeah, she's pushing it. But you know what? I'm a little sympathetic as a parent, as someone who's seen this stuff. To me, she's trying to play ball with the school because there is just no fucking way she would have known that Mark Hamill would have given a goddamn tweet to her. I don't care. You're not going to convince me of that. She's not that fucking a social media genius. Had she would have deleted the Confederate flag.
Yeah, fucking hell. You never know, and all the people as well. You got Mark Hamill, you got Chris Evans,
I know.
AJ fucking Styles.
I want to go to the Avengers. Fuck this
You know
kid.
what I mean? Someone punch me so I can go see the Avengers premiere. I'll do it. My
Why
face
not?
is so punchable. You won't
I want to
feel
sit
it.
next to Captain America and watch a fucking movie.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Do it to me, and I for sure don't want them to do it to other people because it's not okay. People that are different don't need to be criticized about it.
If he's not fucking being led on, he has a good command of language. You know
what I mean?
He's an excellent command of
What is he,
language.
13, and he's like, we shouldn't be criticized. What?
I mean, yeah, whatever.
I don't think I'd heard the word criticize at fucking 13 or whatever it is.
And by the way, this is me and Liam and I. I'm going to speak better grammar, I promised. This is
Because the kid's upstaging you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's it too. This is Liam and I's. This is our conjecture. I mean, we don't know if this kid's staged. Maybe he just has a really good command of language. He just feels that way, and I tell you what I feel. That's why people tune in.
It's not their fault. But if you are made fun of, just don't let it bother you.
Yeah, see, this sounds like a message.
Stay strong, I guess. It's hard. But it'll probably get better one day.
I do feel for the kid. Do
you think it was a conscious decision not to give him a tissue?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
How are you gonna
make
do
sure
that? You
you're
got the
crying
camera.
a lot.
You got the
Come
phone in your hand. How are you gonna you gotta hold that phone? Thing's probably worth I just paid $700 for a phone that already broke.
Fucking hell.
You know, and €700. Excuse me. It's almost $1,000. So yeah, there's that. That's it. But I'll give you a perfect example. When I was having a hard time in school, they had a law in New Jersey. If the public school can't meet your child's needs, they got to put you in a school that does by New Jersey law. So what the public schools do is, so this is 30 some odd years ago, so I guess I can admit it now. What the public schools do is they fight it. They want you to put you in retard class and keep you there. They don't want you to send you to place because that means they got to shell out money. So it's basically them protecting, their treasury, their bank account. What my parents did is they had me write in my diary with deliberately bad grammar, which wouldn't have been hard because it hasn't changed much in fucking 30 years later, about how my teacher was bullying me. I didn't make up the story, but I did make it to be handed over. And it was the only way that we did use tactics like this, and this is what I smell. We used it to get me in the school that is, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, had I not gone that route, I'd be in jail. Like a lot of my other friends that had similar problems that didn't have the parents I had that were willing to fight with the public school or even the know-how to use the law. So that's my guess. She was weaponizing a video instead of doing it with a diary. I mean, how many boys have a diary? How many 10-year-old boys have a diary? But I'll be perfectly honest with you. When my daughter started showing some of the same signs that some of the same difficulties that I had, we knew that I knew the intimidation was the best tactic with the school because they did somewhat the same thing. No, you're going to make this happen. I said, well, your daughter has problems. Yeah, and you can't help her. So you're going to make something happen. I'm coming for your job. Right? Make it happen.
Way to go.
Make it happen. So I like that. That was my, I guess my how to deal with teachers. They work for you, not the other way around. The teachers like to think that you work for them. It's no. You pay their salary. They work for you. Your kids aren't getting good grades. Okay, why not? Ridlin, you're not a doctor. What can you do? And you can talk to them like that. They don't like it, but they eventually have to come around. So that's my guess with that. Now, this thing got really hairy. Now, Mark Hamill, Chris Evans, everybody's going batshit crazy. When this particular thing popped up, that is the child's mother on his Facebook account. That's very important for later. Holding the Confederate flag. There's also a similar picture with the American flag and the Confederate flag, and them standing on a porch next to it. This turned into a serious outrage. The country that I come from has never been more racially charged than it is right now, due to the election. I honestly got to be honest with you. I don't think Obama did much for race relations, and it probably got a lot worse when Trump got elected. So I think I get the thing is politically charged, and I got to give Keemstar some credit here. It looks like he did his homework, because apparently the Twitter there was an Instagram account, right? And it was like Keaton Jones's mother. I'm not going to say what it is. Keaton Jones's mother, and she was reposting this and other things and things she supposedly wrote, horrible things that she supposedly wrote, like "suck it up," which is a little ironic. And supposedly she contacted this MMA fighter, and she just started hitting him for money, and then saying when he wasn't reacting to it real well, us whites got to stick together, right? I don't think I've
fucking bad, man.
Supposedly, but there is no evidence, and I've yet to find the news media source. No one has confirmed these are her tweets, or I don't know what they call them on Instagram, because I don't have an Instagram account, and I'm never going to.
I imagine just posts.
Yeah, posts. These posts. No one really could tie them to her. The Confederate flag is definitely her. And I just watched a news report. She's come clean with it, and she wasn't really acting like a racist. She said she was sorry about it. I don't know if I'd apologize for it. It was 100% a fake account. Will Herring actually is a reporter in the chat, so I mean, I can trust that. I did a Get to the Point report, and it may get updated by Sarah J. Warning, or Rip did. We at the time of the recording, we could neither confirm or deny. There's also stuff floating around that the kid said racially charged things in school. Therefore, that's why he got his ass kicked. I couldn't find anything to confirm that.
There's not a shred of evidence. Everything so far is just like people's accounts of it, but nothing official.
And
we've got no people on screen being like, "Hey, this is what happened." We've just got reports and
we got a Confederate flag and a bunch of reports and an Instagram account nobody can verify, right?
Yeah, there was an Instagram account, I think, that was like posting pictures about this kind of stuff, and then it turns out all the posts before that date were of a different person.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
A real reporter with 118 subs. He's not a social media guy, douche. He's fucking mainstream. Probably shouldn't have said that, Will, should I? Will actually gives me a lot of tips. He's very helpful. What the fuck? I have more fucking... Hey, Josh, those hockey guys I used to fight with, I got more fucking followers on Twitter than all of them now. So it really doesn't dictate anything. I just want to let you know. I bet you're joking, but Will's a good guy. So people are freaking the fuck out, and they're saying they're angry that they supported this kid in the first place, and
don't let him go to the premieres. Snatch that Avengers premiere from that kid. He may have said the N-word. We don't know, but better safe than sorry, right? No Iron Man for you.
I tell you something. If
Filthy
these accounts are if these accounts are my streaming's good, by the way. If these accounts are correct, what I think has happened here is when a video like this blows up, people check who you are, right? Saw the Confederate flag, got a bug, flew straight up the fucking ass, and more than likely that person has that Twitter account or that Instagram account because of this wild stuff they were saying. They even got in touch with this MMA fighter. He is now retracted and says, I don't know if it's a mother or not, but the person I talked to was a bigot. So it's pretty elaborate. And I think it really just goes to show you how charged, racially charged our country is. No time in my lifetime was it this bad. A little bit in the early 90s, but it just died. I've never seen anything quite like this to jump to conclusions. Here's the thing about South and Confederate flag and things like that. I am not going to tell you that it's not racist. And I'm not going to tell you if you don't think it's racist, not racist. I do think two things can be true in this particular, and ultimately it's up to your opinion. I wouldn't expect Real Talk to be comfortable with a big fucking Confederate flag in the room. It's not fucking reasonable, you know, because he's the only black guy I know. But but at the same time, I'll tell you a story. I'm a Northerner, and me and my ex-wife, we got invited. We're all in the Army from our neighbors who we're an interracial family. Thank you so much for the sub, and you're gay.
Hey, that's one of my guys.
Yeah,
that's
is it? Oh, thank you so much.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good stuff. And so we were invited by black family to go to a Southerners family because they were having traditional Southern cooking, right? And they were white, and they invited my ass and my German wife's ass, my kid, all right? I go into this Army town. There are Confederate flags all over the fucking place. There's those fucking big lip dolls. And I'm sitting down for dinner, and nobody seems to be giving a fuck except me. And I'm just looking like, what the fuck is going on here? So the sergeant who invited me, the black sergeant invited me, started looking at me, and he's like, what you looking at?
Fuck's sake.
And he very politely looked at me and says, it's the South. No big deal. We're eating together. And then we talked about it later because he lived across the apartment. I was like, you're not comfortable like that? Because, like, he goes, it's the South. It's just the way things roll. I was like, you don't think because that's not an attack on me. That's fucking ancient history. You know, that's just those dolls. I was like, those dolls, don't you find? It's like people on TV find that shit offensive. I don't find that shit offensive. We're fucking eating together. We're in the same army together. You know, I'm not going to sit there and tell them not to do that. I go, so you're not offended by it? It's like, he's like, not only am I offended by it, I think they should be able to do what the fuck they like. I think I'd be offended if they hated me for my skin color. You know, the guys, we were in a room with the guy that got a Valor attachment Bronze Star. So, I mean, everybody had a lot of respect for him. And he said he was trying to, I couldn't really grasp that. You know, the whole thing. But I guess he saw Confederate flags. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, a lot of Leonard Skinner bumper stickers. But I saw it in New Jersey as well. I always thought, a bunch of fucking dumbass hillbillies. But he saw it as relics of the South. He did not see it as something racist.
It represents different things to different people.
Yes, and I do believe that it competes. Now, I'm not going to sit there and tell somebody, especially if they're African American or a minority, to if they feel differently. I'm not going to tell them that one way or another. But it really, I think, you know, like we had Keemstar hit it right again. We had a show called Dukes of Hazzard, the remake in 2005. You know, there was no racism on that show. The symbol was a symbol of the South. The South was part of the rebellion. The rebellion used that flag and many other flags.
But I mean, the point that I liked in the Twitter video that you're talking about from Keem is he mentioned, like, the UK used to have slaves.
Oh, yeah, long ass time.
Everybody, like, most people in the UK are patriotic to the UK flag. Like, we'll hang it, we'll celebrate it, whatever.
Sure.
But no one ever looks at the UK flag and goes, that's really fucking racist to just have that flying up there. Like,
well, I'm sure the SJWs do. They'd like to put a fucking hammer and sickle up there.
It just seems to be the Confederate flag is just the one flag where people are instantly like, wow, that's some racist shit right there. It's got fucking stars and a blue fucking cross. How dare you?
Somebody wrote it's a traitor flag and a story. I'm not going to tell another northerner that, I had a relative that fought in the Fighting 69th out of New York. Apparently, it was the other side of my Irish family. They came earlier and they were in the Fighting 69th. It was a group the General Lee avoided because they were Irish Americans from Hell's Kitchen. And they fucked shit up. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that's not the case either. But I can't sit there and say with good faith that everybody that has that flag or celebrates a flag or even Leonard Skinnerd is projecting that the traitor army. I don't believe that. I've had the experience. If you feel that way, I'm not going to tell you any different. But I don't give a fuck. It's just a flag. It's just a fucking flag at the end of the day.
Ultimately, the way you look at it, this whole story, like we're going into the depths and the detail of like what the Confederate flag means and like what racial connotations it has and stuff. At the end of the day, we're talking about a kid who fucking cried because he got bullied, then gets this opportunity, like he gets welcomed by the fucking, like the entire internet, the whole community just comes together like, wow, this is something we really need to work on. Bullying is not okay. And then because some people went, I'm going to throw on my fucking SJW hat and launch a fucking smear campaign against this kid, potentially. Everyone on the internet's now like, wait, maybe this kid is a racist. Maybe we shouldn't help this kid out. And it's like, how can you just build up a kid who's already low from nothing to feeling better, to feeling like, wow, maybe the world can be a nice place, and then snatching that right from under him, just to get back at his fucking mom.
I saw his mother. She says, "If you want to hate me. I get it. I'm not gonna tell you. Thanks so much, Izzy Mills. You're gay. Welcome to Fuckheads." I'm not gonna tell. She's like, "Look, you can hate me all you want. We're kind of getting off message here." And she looked, and so one of the pictures is he's got the American flag, the other kid's got the Confederate flag. It was meant to be ironic. I come from internet meme culture and stuff. That shit don't bother me. I mean, nothing is more aggravating me to a white guy that's fucking pretending he cares about the fucking plight of the black man.
I just fucking hate, the way, it's like you say, it's a racially charged culture that's not even just in America at the moment. It's across the whole fucking Western world.
No, not you.
Oh, Kevin Twist, boy. Kevin Twist.
Thanks so much.
There's fucking, the entire society at the moment is so racially charged that we went from the message of it's not okay to bully to this is about racism. Why can't we just focus on it's not okay to fucking bully? Let's eradicate bullying, and then you know what? We can fucking work on racism after that.
Well, you know what?
Racism works into fucking bullying, but I don't get why they tried to twist the message. Why?
Well,
that's what I fucking get.
I'm anti-bullying. I think some bullying should take place. I do. It's made me the man I am today. I think there's no way you can eradicate bullying. It's a fucking foolish.
Kids are always going to pick on other kids.
But when it gets when it's daily humiliation, that is the responsibility of the school to take care of that. It is your responsibility to a parent, if you're not somebody who likes conflict, to get in a conflict over it. I think that's what we should be teaching people. Shaming people. I mean, look, some of those kids bully are psychopaths, or they're budding psychopaths. You're not going to shame them out of it. They don't have any. They're incapable. So, but I honestly think the best way to fight bullying is teaching kids, A, how to defend themselves, both verbally and if necessary, physically, and teaching parents how to approach school systems and go like that and say, look, let's nip this in the bud before it gets out of control. And also teach them when they get the cold shoulder, their nose in the air, how to fucking put foot to fucking ass and get people scared for their jobs. That's the key to ending bullying, or at least limiting it to a point where bullying. Because I really believe with these zero tolerance laws and rules are stupid. If I had to guess, because in a lot of cases, the teachers themselves are afraid of the bullies. When these zero tolerance and policy happened, the kid that's getting bullied finally fights back because the teacher ain't doing his job, and that fucking law is enforced on the kid that was getting bullied all along. And that's my experience. I got to be honest. The biggest bullies in my school, some of them were 6'4", 5", bigger than every teacher in the school. Nobody was fucking with them. Nobody. Nobody was fucking with them. And it was a goddamn shame none of the teachers had the guts to fucking do it. But they wouldn't mind putting my fucking skinny fucking 120-pound ass into detention for sticking up for myself. So I really do think I have a pretty good grasp of the stuff like that. And then throw social media, and everybody's got fucking phones, which nobody should have a phone in school, by the way. You throw all that in, it gets real complicated. But I do feel bad for this kid. He's got stuff going on. He's got a speech impediment, and he's tall. He's got big ears, like a lot of kids. He's a very awkward stage in his life. I would only tell him that he's right. This shit ain't gonna last forever. But I would also tell him not to be a victim. And yes, we're not gonna roast this kid. We are going to roast somebody. We're gonna roast. Mundane Matt.
Monday Matt.
He's a skeptic though. Guy, I like him too. I like him. He's a grown ass fucking man. All right, Mundane Matt. And we're going to check out one of his take on bullying. It's great.
I've talked about this before, but when I was in elementary school, I had 2 groups out to kick my butt every single day. There was the KMFA, which stood for the Kick Matt's Fat Ass, as well as the Poke Patrol.
The Poke Patrol? The Poke Patrol?
It sounds like a fucking gay porn ring.
Look out, Matt. Here come the Poke Patrol. I was like, I can't pick on this kid. Well, I'm saying, well, I can make fun of Mundane Matt, you big fat ass. How about that?
Oh, damn. Someone called the Poke. Fucking hell.
Poke Patrol.
The Poke Patrol.
Fuck me.
The Poke Patrol. And look what happened to you, Matt.
Does he go on to explain what the Poke Patrol did to him?
No, but he's gone on to explain it ad nauseum before. The Poke Patrol.
Fuck me.
The fucking Poke Patrol. I wouldn't tell anybody if that was fucking true. I wouldn't want to get bullied out of the fucking
The Poke Patrol.
All right, see, I can't pick on kids, but I can pick on other YouTubers.
Oh, yeah. Fucking grown-ass men are fair game.
And look what happened to you, Matt. You grew up, you're a pretty big YouTube star. I think you got well over 100K. You were in the fight, you were in the trenches in Gamergate.
Shit gets better.
Yeah. It sure does. There's life after
The Poke Patrol.
Oh,
Patrol. The Poke Patrol.
Oh my god. It's almost a new name for the fuckheads, right?
I know. There's a fucking Poke Patrol.
Welcome to the Poke Patrol.
Welcome to the Poke Patrol.
Raise your index fingers.
Sub right now if you want to be an official member of the
Poke Patrol.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a new
It's okay. You can say meme. Go on.
Yes. Well, we have our local memes on Chopping the Point. The Poke Patrol. What was the other name of that? I'm not done with this.
I've talked about this
Matt's
before, but when I was in
ass.
elementary school, I had 2 groups out to kick my butt every single day. There was the KMFA, which stood for the Kick Matt's Fat Ass.
The KMFA. Sounds kind of badass until you get the acronym.
It's pretty militant.
Yeah. It's a KMFA, Matt. We found you. You know what I wrote on fucking. You know what I fucking. Thanks for the sub. Welcome to the Poke Patrol.
The Poke Patrol.
First ever recruit. Formerly of the KMFA.
Formerly known as the KMFA. You
Who do you
imagine
think was worse? Wait, who do you think was worse, the KMFA, or do you think they were like, oh shit, here comes the Poke Patrol?
Yeah, the Poke Patrol, I think you get around. Some tell me about the KFMFA. They had plans. You know what I mean?
Spray paint.
They were like, here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. Matt's getting off the bus, but he's going on the wrong bus today. He thinks we're going to, but we're going to put Jimmy up on the front. Jimmy's going to give a signal. And
I got a spitball about 2 clicks.
He used to be in the Poke Patrol. So what he's going to do, he's going to go left, and he's not going to go right. He's going to go right into our hands. The KMFA. Matt, guess what? It's your time. KMFA was organized.
Welcome to the KFME.
See, I would have been in the Poke Patrol, you know?
The Poke Patrol.
They fucking would have been.
Shit. I should take tomorrow off and put that on. Somebody get that to make. See, I don't want to say any shit because, well, he wouldn't probably fucking. He's a grown ass man. I'm tweeting him. Hold on a second. Let's get mundane man. A former member. Let's tweet mundane man.
What, and tell him that you're a former member?
I'm a former member and I'm reformed. You know.
My poking days are over.
The Poke Patrol.
Fucking shit. Oh, Twitter's acting weird again.
In what way? In that you're suspended?
Yeah, no, like I can't lie. This happened it's almost like it's slowing down here in Germany. It didn't do it for Dave one time, and it was acting wild before I got up here too.
It's net neutrality, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. The fucking vote hasn't. Well, speaking of net neutrality, I saw what's his name? Van Dyke, who, by the way, I love his videos. I don't watch him as much as I used to. Raging Max, Ace Trainer, Leader Tommy C versus Lion Maker Shay Carl in a no rules street fight. Who would win? I think I could take them.
I could take Lion Maker. I think Shay Carl would fucking
Shay Carl, you know what it is? We know what we do? We dispatch fucking Lion Maker immediately, which I don't think we must.
Yeah,
and the guy fucks kids. How tough could he be? Shay Carl's a big dude.
I think with Shay Carl, all you'd have to do is just distract him with a cam girl.
Yeah.
And a bottle of whiskey. Job done.
Okay, guys, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. I'm going to show you how Mormons roll. And we'll just throw a bottle of Jack Daniels behind him, and he'll look real quick, and I'll fucking sucker punch him, and you kick him in the legs.
I'll just wear a mask that's a pair of tits, and he won't know what the fuck to do. With eye holes for nipples.
Hey, Shay Carl, guess what? We're here. We're the
Poke Patrol.
Oh my god!
Fucking kick their fucking ass. So going back to
what's the time frame like on the Lion Maker interview?
It's over. It's not happening, and I'm not doing it. No.
Damn it!
You know what? It's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, there's a low-key part of me that's like, I kind of want to know, now that he's basically admitted that everything in that fucking 2-hour interview was a lie. I'd like to hear him say, this is what I was thinking whilst I was lying.
Yeah.
This is why I did what I did, and then this is what's fucking wrong with
But
me.
he wouldn't answer that anyway. Everything's going to be about rebuilding because he's probably he's a psychopath, so he's probably convincing himself like how he can do it and how he can use clown to do it.
I think basically the reason he's so eager to do it on someone else's platform is because he doesn't want to upload to Lion Maker Studios and go, this channel's run by a people.
I didn't think of that. Well, that's what Dave said. Dave said you got your own platform, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he can't do that if he wants his business to keep going, because the fucking kids that are watching Lion Maker Studios right now have no idea what went on. Like, really I checked out, I wanted to see, a couple of weeks ago, I had a look at one of the videos to see like what the comments were like, and it's just, when's Lion coming back?
About 8 months.
You don't want him back.
Let me check his fuck. I bet he's gaining subs. That's that's another guy. Keemstar couldn't fucking slay him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, he is losing now. He is losing now. But I don't think he was losing as of like a week ago. Yeah, he is losing now. He's deleting videos left and right too.
Fuck it.
God, he beat it on last Wednesday. He deleted a video with 2 million hits. Yeah.
I bet that's stuff like where he's talking about people being manipulated and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his response to all the drama. I bet he's just deleting all the drama videos, so there's nothing but
normal. Probably 3 million. You know what? 3 million hits in the last 2 days. Nah, fuck this guy. It ain't right. Yeah, I know you guys. See, a lot of people too. They want revenge. They want blood. They want revenge, and I don't blame them. But it's just all he's gonna do is use it, and it's just not fucking worth it. And I think I could fuck him up. I think I can make it entertaining. But at the end of the day, what's more important? You know?
Yeah, we just get a kick out of it for like.
Yeah, and it's over. And then what happens? The worst case scenario. What if he's hit so hard and fucked up so bad that it becomes such a villain? It's an entertaining villain, and then he just embraces the pedophilia and survives it and gets popular over it. And that's not impossible. I'll give you a perfect example. I think I read about a guy in Japan. He got convicted of fucking what do you call that when you eat somebody?
Cannibalism.
Yeah. And somehow he got some kind of suspense. He only did like 10 years in prison, right? And now he's like a big goof. Hey, that's the guy that ate somebody. He's like a celebrity now. He has a cooking show.
That's fucking weird. A cooking people show.
No, I don't know. I made that part up, but I mean, I
Like
thought
a
that
nice
was,
bit of thigh and just
yeah.
saute it.
But you don't want that to happen to Lion Maker. The people, he just get so evil. He's like kind of like I'm not saying Keem is anywhere close to as evil as Lion Maker, but Keem's such a bad reputation that people find it entertaining.
Yeah, it's like,
you don't want
I get
that.
It's like a lot of the audience that follow Keemstar,
Yeah.
like not the majority, but a lot of people follow him because they don't like him.
Yes.
And they want to keep tabs on him. Like
Yeah.
I got people that follow me because they don't like me.
I
just
had
to keep tabs on me.
Yeah, I probably have. I guess I have that too.
Just waiting for the day that you fuck
Sure.
up. That's that
No,
thing.
yeah,
Whereas
it is.
with someone like Lion Maker or with Keem, they've already fucked up, so they're like, when are you going to do it again? When's going to be the last straw?
Yeah, no kidding. I want to advertise real quick. I promised myself I'd do this more often. I got the new Breakfast and Beer shirt. It's in. It looks fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, we had a problem with the upload. There's a problem with some encoding. For some reason, Sony Vegas keeps crashing. I might have to upload the clip raw, and I may do that tonight. And I really apologize. No intro, no nothing. But this is the new Breakfast and Beer shirt. It's really good. Shout out to Triangle Days for making this beautiful thing. And it's just fucking cool. And I'd wear this shit. People ask me already, like, where'd you get that? I'm like, oh, it's a great show you watch. So we'll leave it at that. Links in the description box below. Go get your Breakfast and Beer, baby. Yeah. So where are we at? I think we pretty much covered the whole thing. I told you what I thought about it. I don't think the family's racist. I don't know how important it is. I don't even know how important this fucking whole bullying thing is. I think the bullying thing is a slippery slope as it is. I worry about free speech. I worry about zero tolerance rules. I worry about free speech attacks. I worry about, just over policing our kids in general and not taking care of what we're supposed to take care of, bullying and going these like weird routes. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know if he's racist. I don't know if he's racist or not. But there's literally nothing confirmed until that gets confirmed or denied. I don't think there's anything to go with it. And if you want to make this kid a big fucking hero, be my guest. I mean, he couldn't have. I don't think a 10-year-old's really responsible for his behavior.
No, exactly. 10-year-olds don't know fucking up from down, do they? Really?
No, not really. I don't even know what their fucking dick does yet. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what can you do?
All right, Lion Maker, chill out.
I said they don't know what their dick does yet.
Yeah, you don't need to be the one to show him.
Come on, I'm in
The Poke Patrol.
Jesus, the Poke Patrol. I wanted to run another thing, couple things by you.
mate.
Gun Cannon, thanks so much for that. Does that mean Lion Maker's part of some special task force in the Poke Patrol? God. I wanted to run a couple things by, and then we'll take some calls.
Sweet.
First, Angry Grandpa.
Oh, don't it fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it sucks that he's died. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't really watch that channel.
Mm-hmm.
My only experience of Angry Grandpa is the stuff
I
that
watched him like
Colossal-
5 years ago. I kind of
Yeah.
got over it after a while.
I only really know the stuff that Colossal like put in his videos,
Yeah.
and like little bits and bobs of drama that they've been involved in on
Sure.
like drama alert and stuff. Other than that, I didn't really know the channel because it's not. All the only impression I got of it was it's just a family of people just yelling at each other, and that's not entertainment to me. But I get the impact he would have had. Like fucking hell,
It's
like,
really
even
good
though-
if you don't know it's a work.
exactly.
It's really good if you don't know it's
You
a
know what
work.
I mean?
And he's
And,
younger than
like-
my dad. He's only 67.
really only 67.
He's only 60. He's only
I
born
mean,
before 1950.
he did look older.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the drinking part wasn't a work.
but it's like, I mean, it is sad, and I feel bad for like his family.
Yeah, I
and
do.
Stuff. Like,
Well, you gotta give him
It
this.
must feel weird for the fans. Like, I
YouTube
imagine
legend,
'cause-
definitely YouTube Hall of Fame, YouTube legend, hands down.
Yeah.
There's nobody, the huge impact. Very few are going to see that kind of success.
I mean, I do think it's weird, like when you watch someone every day, and then one day they just stop uploading completely
I know,
forever,
isn't
and
that
you're
crazy?
like, why have they stopped uploading? Oh, they've died. What the
Yeah, I
fuck?
know.
Like, that's got to hit some people, some longtime fans.
Yeah.
It's like losing a family member because people forget that you might hate certain YouTubers or not watch certain YouTubers, but to someone in the world, they watch that YouTuber every day, and that's almost like company to them, hearing that voice every day.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, and I don't think of it that because I don't like vlogs, right? But somebody, I will delete seriously racist comments as far as like if they're directed at people hateful or mention death. I've done it 5 times, right?
Yeah.
I deleted my first comment straight the fuck up, no racism on Get to the Point. And it said something to the effect of, look, we're all better off without Angry Grandpa because he, at least, unlike Boogie does a character, Angry Grandpa and other he named another, I guess, guys that do fake stunts and stuff like that are bringing down YouTube. And I'm like, motherfucker. I mean, don't you know who Andy Kaufman is? Like,
Yeah.
who gives a shit if the stuff's a work? It's entertainment at the end of the fucking day. And it's probably one of those things that started off not as a goof, but became one. Poke Patrol concluded with Trump. Russian hacks confirmed. This one goes to you.
The Poke Patrol.
The Poke Patrol. Oh, that's fucking amazing. KMF. What is it? The KMFDM? I can't remember.
Oh,
that.
fucking KMFDM's that fucking German industrial.
Yeah, I
band,
know.
man.
They're really good.
That's my neck of the fucking woods.
KMFDM.
Drug Against War and all
Drug
that.
war, the drug against. I used to listen to
Yeah.
them.
Fucking hell. That
So do the
takes me
kids in
back.
Columbine. They like them too.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. The KMFA. No, KFMA.
Get a KMF, kick Matt's fat ass. But, I did. I deleted it, and I felt weird doing it. But, I was like, fuck you, man. He's not bad for YouTube. Big fucking deal. It's a big work. Who cares?
Do you know how much fucking money he made YouTube?
Yeah.
Because don't forget, like, the views that he got, 50% of the revenue that went to him, the other 50% went to fucking YouTube. YouTube made bank off
Who's the bigger fucking moron? Him going on acting like a fucking asshole, or the guy writing that comment disappointed that it wasn't real? I mean, like, who is the bigger idiot? I think it's the guy making the comment. The angry grandpa's. He's the entertainer. Like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. So that's it, and God rest the angry grandpa. The other thing was, I thought this was cool. I didn't do it. Had I known about it, I would have done it. I thought it was cool because I liked the idea around it. Kid behind the camera gave everybody their blessing to monetize an angry grandpa, death video, right?
Oh, that's good.
I like that because here's what he said.
Wanted.
I'm a YouTuber. I made a lot of money. This and do it to me too. Come to think of it, I mean, I don't give a fuck if you want. I would say nice things, I guess, but the thing is, and I always said that I was going to monetize stuff, but I just when you're doing a quick episode like that, no, I understand why you guys don't want to do the interview, but if it's not you, who do you think it'll be? Don't care. Well, they
my tribute to your
Their
death,
business.
Tommy, is going to have 10 mid-rolls in a
Oh,
in a
God.
fucking,
You know what? No, you get as many
video.
in as possible, and you just say, Tommy would want this. And they just play my stupid laugh over and over
Yeah,
again.
but it'd literally be, top, and now, from Garnier, me, with just like one syllable at a
I'm
time.
so miserable. Check out new Call of Duty World War II.
Peggy 18.
Yeah, no, this is fucking funny.
God damn.
Man. This Hannah Butt suicide. Oh, fuck, man. I don't know. I'll try to talk to her. Fuck. God damn. Everybody's fucked up. Why is everybody fucking... Why? Suicide's like in. I think they've made it in. Going to the well like
You
that.
think it's trendy now?
Yes, I do. It was trending it's trending a little bit in the 80s, too. Like with the, that guy killed himself because of Dungeons and Dragons. That guy killed himself because of this Nazi Osborne. There's a whole thing going around. There's like one incident, and then the urban legends start around the one incident. That's what ends up happening. But I think that it does more harm than good. You want to, whatever.
Go big or go home, Facebook Live or not.
Yeah, you got to be careful the way you handle that too.
Yeah.
Where are you in DeFranco with the recent DeFranco stuff?
I don't know, because I said to you earlier, I watched Alex's video.
Which is good, by the way. It's real good.
Alex came up with some good points, and definitely encouraged people to look more into it.
Sure.
Like before, because the thing is, Kavos and Keemstar went hard on Philly D because they were like, okay, he's not telling us anything. We've not looked into any of it, but he's scamming everybody, and using the word scam, which I think is a really fucking strong word.
That was a mistake. No, there's no doubt about it.
And then Alex comes out with his video basically going, do a bit of research, guys, and you'll find this out.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, because my issue is, I don't know how relevant it is how much money he makes, and that seems to be what Keemstar really kicks around. And it's relevant in the sense, if you don't think millionaires should be crowdfunding, all right, and that's that's not illegal. But if you don't think millionaires should be crowdfunding, and I got to be honest with you, I used to think it was okay. I'm actually starting to come to terms with it now. I don't know if it is now, so I'm going to get there. So leave that argument out. That's certainly not illegal to crowdfund if you're a millionaire. But the biggest problem I have with Phil DeFranco, and this is an unquestionable fact, that he advertised this and called it source funding. And
Yeah, he said fan funding in his original video.
yeah, source funded, and he changed that at the H3 podcast. He fundamentally changed the definition.
It's not donations.
It's not
It's
donations,
not fan funding.
not this.
It's a business. It's a transaction.
This
People are paying for a product.
this idea that now donators are like shareholders or investors is a really dangerous idea to blur the lines. They are not. No matter how you twist it, it doesn't work if you just explain it that way.
But the thing is, like Lydia made this point earlier. If you believe that, like, if you're basically going to call your fans like shareholders or funders
they should
of
be
the
then.
company,
Then they should be
investors
shareholders
in the company.
Yeah.
Then what they should have in front of them is a detailed, thorough proposal of what is happening.
Yeah. You're a shareholder. You're really a shareholder. Oh no, you're actually a donator, but you don't have any of the fucking advantages shareholders and do. So it is a twisting of the language. It is weasel words, what have you. Now he never used the word shareholders, and to be honest with you, but he is presenting it like a service that is not what he advertised. He has not been forthcoming. I've talked to Alex offline. He had even admitted that he had to. While you do have to do a little research, some of it was difficult to find. The projects that he was doing was difficult, and I have no doubt in my mind that. Had I heard the way it was explained, biggest problem with Alex's video, I'll tell you the biggest problem right now. He used the H3 podcast as an example to show where the money's going. The problem was the question was before the podcast, and we only got straight, clean answers. And he did admit to me that he did have to do some digging. Well, you really shouldn't have to do any digging. That's the question.
If you've invested, like you paid, you signed up to the Patreon, didn't you?
Yeah.
So if you've signed up to the Patreon, the first thing you should be fucking greeted with is the detailed proposal. This is what's happening. These are the estimated dates.
And if I'm not mistaken, he did show that, and it said, if I'm not mistaken, it said just for the Phil DeFranco show. Hold on, I want to look up that right now. I noticed that in the video, but I haven't had time to. I've been meaning to do this.
It was about upping the Philly D show to
but that's not what
days.
he advertised. He advertised the new news network and mentioned other shows. This is not just more money to Philly D. That network.
If you've got 4 minutes, put the fucking original video on. I'll link you to it. Where he's like, "Oh, I'm so nervous about today." Like, you go word.
Yeah.
for
Oh God.
word.
And that's when he first calls it crowdfunding. Oh God. I wish my phone was here. I could.
Oh yeah, because you can't get on Twitter, can you?
No, I can't. But you know what? If any, I can't record it because it'd be on my phone. I got sent a tweet, right? And I can call it up.
I can always link you the video in.
If anybody really wants me to see this, I'll figure out a way to fucking do it. If you really want me to see this, I don't know if you will. If you demand it on Twitter, I will reveal it. If you like, I'll record it on this webcam and I'll show you. I was sent a tweet. And it just says, it's just some random saying, yeah, Philly, I would definitely get involved with GoFundMe if you decided to go that route. So it's in March, it's obviously before the announcement. Well, if you take the phone and you can't, well, the tweet's deleted. Now, one of the things that he was really pushing, is this is not a donation. Well, he appears to be deleting any reference to donation.
Ooh,
I got a problem with that. This is if you start blurring the lines between that is a dangerous precedent, and that is the word that sounds like a scam artist. That something is what it isn't, and something isn't what it is. That sounds like scamming. And I did a thing on the DeFranco. I went to the DeFranco website, and it feels like I'm paying for advertisements and stuff like that. Now, he does give you stuff, and he was forthcoming on H3, but that was only after the Cabos video. And I was in a chat with my Patreons, and I said, well, if anything, this will get the ball rolling. It did. Big time. And now he's talking about moving it off Patreon. Well, Phil, why? If there's nothing wrong with it, if it's a business or a service, just like you say it is, and it's successful, why move it?
Yeah, but remember, Patreon's currently fucking everybody over.
Well, yeah, that's true. No, that's a very good point.
I think we're all thinking about moving from Patreon at the moment, unless they reverse their decision.
I had a Patreon report. Are you going? I'm like, no. I got my Discord. Discord's a big part of my business. I got my Discord hooked up to it, and everybody is like, I used to do the Discord perk by hand, and I just figured out how to have for it to monitor itself.
The guys at Patreon basically need to pull the fucking JK reset button.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind with the Patreon thing, just on a tangent, I don't mind as a creator taking a little bit more of a hit from the donations I get.
I don't know why. Like, I didn't ask for this. I mean, I'm fine the way it is. You know, I didn't ask for this.
But it's Patreon basically going, look, with the amount of transaction fees, like, I get it. With the amount of transaction fees they're getting, they can't afford to front it because, like, as a company, they can't financially afford to run it that way. I get that. I can understand that to an extent. You might be asking for a bit much, you know, to raise your profit margins, whatever. But you don't go to the fucking consumer, the person donating, and go, you know what, you front that cost. You pay that fee. I had this fucking thing perfect at the end of my videos where I was like, follow my Patreon. It's a fucking $1 a month. Now I have to be like, it's $1 plus a transaction fee plus 35 cents a month. But it's still pretty cheap, right?
Well, you know what was really interesting about the H3 podcast? Phil DeFranco went on and he said all Patreon really had to do is communicate. He said, yeah, right. They had to communicate better. It
comes a little bit rich from Philly D, where there are like the one thing that I have a problem with Philly D is I don't mind if he's got this plan in place. I don't mind if he's got an idea for a network that he doesn't quite know if it's going to work, so he doesn't want to give out too many details in case he's like, that's fallen completely shit and I look stupid. But he's got people who have funded this project from his first video based on when in his video he talks about, I want to create the next great news network, which in people's mind
he created the next great Patreon fucking service. That's what he did.
Yeah, he wants, but there are people who watched that video and genuinely thought they're getting like the newest CNN thing. They're gonna have reporters on the ground.
I thought we were gonna get Young Turks. I really did.
And then ultimately,
that's a news network. That's what the Young Turks is to me, you know.
But people have donated for 7 months, $35 a month for those 7 months, and I feel like all they've ended up getting is an extended Philip DeFranco show with vlogs if they feel like watching them.
I want to look at that real quick.
That's not what they would have given the impression. That's not what they were given the impression of.
And to notice that we're not making any of the argument. A lot of the problem with the way Keem and Kavos came off is they came off like he's, and look, Kavos does his pieces, so like
they came off like
hip pieces,
deliberately lying.
Yeah, like they were deliberately lying and stuff like that. And you really can't like. I'm not calling it a scam, and I don't know if it's a scam. He may be hiding something else that has nothing to do with being nothing illegal. But my problem was what he wasn't forthcoming, and it does feel scamish. It just feels like I remember the United States, they tried to like limit the amount of telemarketers. Well, you know what their excuse was about limiting them? First, they claimed First Amendment, and that didn't fly. But then it was you're stripping a service away from the American people. Fuck you! I want to eat. I have to keep on getting the phone, and there's that long pause, and like, hi, I'd like to, I'm like, fuck you, click. That's not a service. It's a pain in the ass.
How are you doing this evening? Well, I was doing great till I picked up the fucking phone.
I'm trying to eat my family, you fuck. Who calls at 6 at night? You know? I know who calls because everybody's at work the rest of the day.
Yeah.
What will you do with your money? Will be start by hiring and building existing channels to make more content for everyone. What content? We are using the launchpad.
A really good point that Alex made was the fact that part of the reason that Philly D probably can't afford to start this network without the fan funding is because he had to buy back his entire show.
But I got to buy back my entire. You know what? Did he say that in the video? I missed that.
Alex said that in the video that he had to buy.
I got to be honest with you. I missed that, and I got to be honest with you, Alex. It's a terrible example. That's a terrible example. I had to buy. Then you say I want to buy back my channel. You probably would have got the funding either way.
I mean, yeah.
But here's it is. They said the new content. But like, here's what your money do. We're taking 4 or 5 days a week on the Phil DeFranco show and getting 7 videos a week. We'll take 2 days a week.
Another argument you've got as well, I guess, is by upping the Philip DeFranco show from 2 days to 4 days, that's now 2 sponsored days going up to 5 sponsored days.
You sound like you funded more of the same. And I got to be honest with you. This is the argument Keemstar made back when I was on Philly's side. All he's going to do is this is what he said, and I don't know why he didn't maintain this. I don't know why they have to go the scam route. They just hurt their own cause. This is what Keemstar argued, and Clown argued that he's just going to pour that money into the DeFranco show, what he already has.
Yeah,
you know, it probably isn't a scam. It probably, you know what it probably is. If it is a scam, it's probably not a scam that he's pocketing. He's probably paying shit off.
Oh yeah,
and that is criminal if he did it.
Getting rid of the debt.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. And you know what it does? It does it's like, I don't know, like a business to me is not something you go crowdfunding. Crowding is something I think it's for us. Not for
I
guys
think
that are
crowdfunding's
millionaires.
really fucking uncertain as well. So if he's like, I'm going to run this business based on the money that I'm getting crowdfunded, you make one fucking bad decision and you've got a team of 30 people losing their jobs.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell.
Well, I tell you what, I hope
do
it
agree that
goes
things
through.
Like Patreon, things like Patreon and crowdfunding sources should be for the smaller creators.
I would think. I didn't
the creators
always.
who aren't making a full living off of YouTube.
But you know what? Matt Damon's done raise money crowdfunding for movies and stuff like that. See, I wasn't in this camp, but the more time goes by and how vague he was and how I got the information has made me even more uncomfortable about him. You know, and it's like this. And it just seems just the only thing they're really level about is you're getting more Philly D channel. Okay, sure. That's not what they signed up for. Now, I hear this argument's like, well, you know, the content creators aren't, or the Patreons aren't stupid. It's like, that's irrelevant, man. Yeah. You know, if I want to fund him, maybe some people are like, I don't give a shit if he's lying. I want to fucking, I like the guy, I'm going to donate. Okay, sure. But I'm not going to recommend
That was another good point that Lydia brought up was when you go to Patreon, it's generally like when you go to subscribe to a Patreon, it's generally someone who's already like you're subscribing to someone that already makes something that you're already consuming. So like you get like cosplayers who you're contributing to the cosplay product that they give out, like the photo shoots and things. With YouTubers, you're contributing to the channel so they can keep doing the content that they normally do. With Philly D,
he's building a corporation.
You had no idea what you were signing up
bizarre.
for. Something brand new. You don't sign up to Patreons for brand new things. You sign up for things that are already in place.
Yeah. I don't know. Some guy in the chat when I did the video, he's like, you're strawmanning Phil, you're strawmanning Phil, you're strawmanning Phil. And he replied to everybody that he's streaked. Well, Tommy was pretty good, but he's strawmanning Phil. I've never seen this guy in my life. I played the fucking video. How do I strawman the guy's argument if I'm fucking letting him fucking do it himself? Yeah. You know, it's a little tough. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't know what that meant. All right, let's take a few callers before we get out of here.
Let's do it.
Big Mac Daddy. Irish man, what's up? Hello? You missed out, Big Mac Daddy.
10 out of 10.
Nick DiOrio. Nicholas DiOrio. What up? Something wrong on my end? Or are these guys idiots?
Muted.
Check. Was he muted? No, he ain't muted. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. What up?
Yo, what up?
What up? What's going on? What you got?
I got one question.
Sure.
How do you run a non-biased news network if it's crowdfunded?
It's probably impossible. It's probably a little easier. His argument is you don't have corporate money in there. He might be right about that.
I mean, but if people don't like what he has to say, they can
How about this?
pull
You
out.
can't. There's no such thing. People are human.
I think the amount of people that would pull out as well would be like balanced out by the amount of people that would then buy in because of the views.
You know, I came up with, I thought I was going to be like fair and balanced and stuff when I did get to the point. And when I started doing my homework and coming up with like what I was going to do, there's no way it could be entertaining. It would just be deadpan and boring and nobody's there. So what I do is I try and I tell those guys, you better get both sides. You can make jokes, which automatically makes a story bias, but we have to get the jokes in there, right?
Yeah.
And you can do the back. And then we can separate the total with the skits at the end, or what we call bits, you know, stuff like that. I don't think it's humanly possible, and I don't believe that. The more the news media says they're not biased, the more I fucking think they're biased. You know, I don't think it's humanly possible because I don't have the faith in the species, so to speak. But you know what? I don't get angry when they don't shit in the litter box. I'm not getting mad for humans for fucking, being biased. It's just the way I feel. And Philly has done biased stuff. But I will say this. All the criticism I made about the Patreon, I do trust Philly about the news. I do think he makes the effort. But sometimes we're all like this. We can't see the forest for the trees because we're so in or zoned in. Net neutrality would have been a perfect example. We're so zoned in to... because he made a pro argument for getting rid of net neutrality that nobody's making that is for getting rid of net neutrality. I mean, it was a real straw man. But I mean, like, do I think he did that consciously? Do I think that he did that no, I think that he's just engaged, and it's really, really difficult. So I don't think there's a way to make an entertaining news show without putting opinions and what I don't like is agendas. That pisses me off.
Cat don't shit in the litter box. It's got an agenda.
Yeah. Yes, it's got an agenda. Yeah. Well, actually, I believe that sometimes because some cats are motherfuckers.
It's the Anita Sarkeesian of cats.
Yeah. Get out of here, DiOrio. Make memes.
Peace.
Make me a meme.
Okay.
Get out of here.
I'll make you memes.
Make memes. All right, let's get fucking Mac Daddy. You here?
All right, yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Hey.
Two things. First off, leave poor Mr. Mundane Matt alone. He just had a kid.
The Poke Patrol.
Had a kid. Give him a fucking break. Like give him like
The
2
Poke
weeks
Patrol.
and then make fun of him.
Welcome to the Poke Patrol. I like my dude Matt. That's loving. I don't know Matt or anything, but that's a loving thing. I love my
KMFA, baby. KMFA.
KMFA. I want to fuck. I want to fuck with him so bad, you know.
Well,
like, oh, my Twitter's
very
working.
easy.
My Twitter's working. What are we gonna write? Hey, mundane. See, I've never added him before. Oh, Matt Jarvo. Okay. Hey, mundane. I am a former member of PH. As the
I
Poke
wonder if
Patrol.
he'll joke with you or if he'll block.
I just want to say, I'm sorry. And totally reformed.
Please finish it with my poking days are over.
My poking days, sir.
No, my
poking days are long over. Thank you. Hey, man, I gotta check my handwriting. Hold on, right? Fucking, you know my thing. I'm a former member of the Poke Patrol. I just want to say I'm sorry, and now totally. I forgot the now, and now totally reformed. All right, there you go. Mundane Matt, everybody.
10 out of 10.
The Poke Patrol. The Poke Patrol.
Play the sound.
Well, yes, sir. I don't know. I think that's my
The Poke Patrol.
Okay, dude, the fucking greatest thing ever. All right, you have anything else, Big Mac Daddy?
Yeah. One thing about the line maker situation.
Go ahead.
I have a disagreeing opinion for everyone else.
Sure, go ahead.
I believe that
Pedophiles, sure. Go ahead.
Everyone deserves a chance. One, a second chance, and two,
have a nice day.
Deserve.
Not him.
Boom, dickhead.
All right. You're entitled to your opinion, but I'm entitled to blow you the fuck up. Vault 69, you're on the air.
Tommy, you forgot to hand in your poke badge and gun.
The Poke Patrol.
I think we have a t-shirt coming.
Yeah.
Just a
Let's make it a thing, man. Let's make it a thing.
Well, buy it. Stop telling me to make t-shirts and don't buy them.
I'll buy them.
I got my breakfast and beer shirt today. I love it. I'm very happy with it. Been a good advertisement for that.
The Poke Patrol.
Yeah, I might be working on that tonight. The Poke Patrol. Everybody's fucking liking it on Twitter.
Make it like a fucking Mickey Mouse glove hand with a little brown stain on the end of the finger.
You know what I wrote on his video? What was the Kick Max Ass Club? What's the acronym again? I can't remember.
Oh, KMFA.
Yeah, I just wrote, I'm a former member of KMFA. Good guys. Good guys, those guys. The KMFA. All right, you have anything else, Vault? I'm going to take one more call.
So, Tommy, so like my opinion on the bullying.
Go ahead.
Kid like a bully.
Sure.
So I don't think that even if he said a racist term to his bully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it depends on the situation. I don't care if you get your ass kicked.
But it's still about bullying, and we should focus on the bullying.
You want to stop bullying? Put pressures on the teachers. Stop fucking making the kids' responsibility. Put pressure. The adults in charge are in charge. There's no way you're going to get it. You want to put hold teachers accountable. Hold teachers accountable.
Even if this kid said the N-word, how do we know that he wasn't already being bullied and then just out of like anger just went, I'm sick of you N-words bullying me.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, we fucking got you now, kid. Oh, you're going down now.
Hard ER.
Yeah.
You said hard ER N-word.
Mojo.
Well, no, look, nobody should be hit for no matter what they say, but I guess I'm a little less sympathetic. But what happened? I'm losing my thing here. I guess I'm a little less sympathetic under those circumstances, Vault. But yeah, we definitely got to look out for kids. You want to fucking stop bullying? Hold teachers accountable and support them when they call out the bullies. So don't back up with them. Because what happens is they go after the bullies, and then the teachers become the bullies. And no, I'm trying to stop it. No, you're picking on that fucking kid. No, the kid's a psychopath. So we got to support the teachers and also put the pressure on them that they have to confront that it's a part of their job. That's the way I think you should do it. All right.
I personally think that students should have taekwondo classes.
Yes, I don't have a problem with that. Getting your ass whipped is fine with me, but I come from another time. I actually come from the time where they stopped doing that shit. They just stopped doing it. So I'm all for ass whipping, but I'm a dinosaur. Talk to you later, buddy.
Bye, man.
Bye-bye. And let's take, fucking, I hate guys with numbers in their name. Fiverr, Surfer, whatever the fuck your name is. What's up?
Come on, don't hate on me, man.
I'm not hating on you. I just don't like your name. What's up?
Hey, is the Poke Patrol the opposite of the Pussy Patrol?
Yeah, I guess so. Because if you're the Pussy Patrol, the Poke Patrol's coming down. Is coming to town.
The Poke Patrol.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's fucking brilliant, right?
The Poke Patrol.
The KMFD and
The Poke Patrol.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Well, I gotta follow. I don't follow Mandate Matt on Twitter. I'm gonna start now, just in case.
You do now?
No.
For more of that gold.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't notice, because I probably I have a thing for collecting famous YouTubers.
I hate, when you tweet someone the first time and then you're like, oh shit, I don't follow them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what just happened to me.
They're gonna think I'm not making a joke.
That's what just happened to me.
I'm being a dick.
I wonder if. Let's see, everybody, if he follows me back. I'm a former elite member of the KMF, and I can confirm this statement.
The Poke Patrol.
Oh man, double check it too. So, fuck, I didn't. Then I'm gonna fuck it. Did I really? Hey, I'm just fuck. I'm gonna redo the tweet. Fuck it. I fucked it up.
Lame,
because no, guys, go like it again. I'm gonna fucking delete it. I can't. We gotta get it right. We gotta get it right. If we're gonna get Matt's attention, we gotta get it right. Hey, I am a former member of the Poke Patrol. Hey, Mundane Matt, I am a former member of the Poke Patrol. I'm just here. I forgot to fucking put here. To say I'm sorry and now totally reformed. All right, now go like the shit out of that fucking tweet. Now that I got it right. And
Tommy at work, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yes. And now I put the date in it somehow. Oh God, I'm so bad. That's why I got picked on. Fucking thank God there was no Poke Patrol back then.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Been in big trouble.
You'd have been well
The
and truly
Poke Patrol.
Actually, this is more my life. I had a guy like this.
Fucking good.
Yeah, that's easily happened with me. All right, man. Do you have anything else? Whatever your name is.
Yeah, I want to go back to the opening story. Tommy, you kind of let me down.
What's that?
I've been watching your show for a while, and usually, your number one theme is
What?
Don't be a pussy.
He's too young. He's too young. He's too young. He's too young. I don't think
you got young
at
kids
that
on the
age.
show
No,
all the
at that
time.
age, no.
I'm not saying you got to roast a kid. I mean, it's
at that age, no. At that age, no. And I know what that parent's going through with the fucking. Look, you can't look if he resorts to violence, right? They'll fucking lock him up, and the mom probably knows that shit. So she's trying to do it the roundabout way. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't do it. If he was 14 or 15, I'd say suck it up. But no, I can't do it. Not with a kid that age. No.
I'm a Cowboys fan, and one of my big heroes is Herschel Walker. I don't know if you know
I know
his
he
story
is.
at all.
I fucking know he is. I know you never saw him play. I did, but go ahead.
He grew up as a fat kid, and he was picked on, and nobody would play with him. You know, he decided to take it amongst himself.
You know what?
Do something about it, and he started doing push-ups, sit-ups, thousands a day.
I think you're right.
He grew to be what he is today.
He's too young for me to go after him like that. But it just between you and me, I think the parents should be doing a little more of that. But I do feel bad for the kid. He's just too young. But that's got to be installed by mom and dad. That I don't know if it's a place for Tommy C. You know what I mean? If he was a little older, if I was a little older, yeah. And got to remember, I have a kid his age. I remember what it was like being 9
How
or
old
10.
is he?
He's about 9 or 10.
Okay.
So I got a kid his age, right? I mean, I know how frail and fragile I was at that age. So, but yeah, there does come a time when you got to stand up. I don't know if I'm the person to say it in this particular sense.
If he's been bullied by some black kids, punching them when there's pictures of him online with a Confederate flag, that would ruin everything. Like, maybe there's some truth to this.
Yeah, well, they tried that shit. Remember that kid in Australia body slammed that little punk that was pissing on him about 7 or 8 years ago? Do you remember that one?
No.
Some kid in Australia, he just wow, he just body slammed this kid. Well, the kid that got body slammed, who was picking on the fat kid, claimed he was the one being bullied, even though he had punched his fat kid 3-4 times, and the fat kid just got retard strength, and he was like, "Wah!" And then people started putting like memeing it and putting like continue and fucking like Street Fighter.
Fatality.
That's exactly what happened. Continue. Fuck's sake. I was sitting around with a guy in the army. We were watching that. That's when he yelled. He goes, "Continue!" And fucking, within days that shit was happening. All right, man, bro. Sorry I let you down, but everything's situational with me. I try to use good judgment. All right, bro.
Okay, I hear you.
All right, bro. Peace.
See.
You can't pull that card every time.
Fucking hell, Tommy. Disappointing your fans. You're turning into me.
I've talked about this before, but when I was in elementary school,
we could always look to Matt. We can fuck with him. Stop being a pussy, Matt.
Which stood
Stop being a pussy.
Badass, as well as the Poke Patrol.
I'll never get over that shit. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, Ace Trader Liam. If you want to check out his Twitch stream, he's a first-class streamer. He's got badass tattoos. He's got blue fucking hair. He's fucking got everything going on. Check his YouTube channel. Check his Twitch channel. It's in the description box below. I would really appreciate it if you took care of that. All right, everybody. That's it. The Poke Patrol meeting is over.
The Poke Patrol.
Legendary show to everybody. Go shout out to Monday Matt, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got
peace, pokers.
Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home. Spin fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
My struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's
We the Poke Patrol.